Hi guys, Raven here. It's been a while since I've shown my face. The last two videos I made, well, were Minecraft related videos. I was just sitting here a few minutes ago thinking that I need to make a separate channel for gaming. That way I could keep, you know, my videos on Minecraft gaming separate from this channel. Um, I have a couple of email accounts, so I know that I could use one of them for, to create a channel for gaming. I just have to try to come up with a name. Uh, I mean, I guess it'll probably contain the word Raven in there at least, so. But if you wonder why I haven't been on for a while, well, I mean, there are times where I would come on YouTube and watch a couple of videos here and there. Lately, I've been watching a lot of Vilified Freedom's videos. Um, he makes good content. Um, I think I started watching him after Degeneration Nation made a video recently where he had Vilified Freedom also give commentary on the video. If I'm not mistaken, it was a post office. Uh, it was a good one. It was about a First Amendment auditor going to post offices. And a lot of the videos that I've seen of Vilified Freedom uh, videos, it is about First Amendment auditors, or frauditors, as we like to call it. And I think that's more fitting. Um, Vilified Freedom calls this one dude, Bobby Hill. And at first I couldn't sit there and think, Bobby Hill. Where have I heard that name before? And then it hit me. It's a character on the cartoon King of the Hill. The reason why I didn't register right away is because it's been years since I've seen that show, but Vilified Freedom gave him the perfect name, Bobby Hill. And yeah, I have to agree with Vilified Freedom. He's a jackwagon, though. I mean, uh, yeah, his commentary is great. Yeah, what he does. But I'm gonna be honest. My I haven't seen his videos, any of his videos prior to that, but I've seen where um, the the thumbnail he would use would be like United States, and then it would say sovereign citizen on it. And I thought that those videos were that he was a sovereign citizen himself. I never looked at any of them. So, but then so finally one day I decided to check one out, and what it was is he was exposing the Psalmsids. Now, notice I didn't mention anybody's name. I just said sovereign citizens. I didn't say so and so is a sovereign citizen. I just said the videos are about sovereign citizens. So, but he makes great content. I'll link his channel in the description. As for what's been going on with me, well, nothing's changed. Still looking at the same four walls. Even though we don't have the stay-at-home order anymore, which is good. Uh, but with me not having the ability to drive, it's not like I go anywhere. So that's why the stay-at-home order, when it was first placed back in February, I believe it was, it didn't bother me. Or maybe it was in April. I can't remember. And quite frankly, I really don't care. So, but it didn't bother me because I don't get out anyway, so why should it bother me? But it did bother a lot of other people, you know. Some people had to get laid off or furloughed. My landlord has a daughter who works at a Texas Roadhouse restaurant. And she's a waitress. And she was off for a good bit because, you know, with this, what's going on, with this illness. And on top of that, we got all these protests going on over the death of George Floyd. And don't get me wrong, those protests are completely justified. I get it. That man should not have died. But then when you go back to last Friday, if I'm forgive me if I mispronounce this guy's name, but the way I'm just pronouncing it the way I see it's spelled on TV. Rayshard Brooks was a black man who was unarmed, killed by a white police officer. Granted, he had their taser, but it's not a firearm. So, deadly force in that situation was not justified. So the officer who fired the gun and killed him got fired. The police chief resigned, but the officer that got fired, it was announced yesterday that he's facing felony murder charges, which in the state of Georgia, that carries the death penalty. So I don't know, maybe people who can school me on a history a little bit, but I can't think of a time where a police officer got executed, a former police officer, I should say, got executed for a murder that he committed while on the job. That's what I wonder. But that's, you know, then on top of that, I'm dealing with Mike. 2 weeks ago, a friend of mine came over, set 3 mouse traps. 1 worked, 2 didn't, and it's strawberry lemonade, by the way, called Market Sign strawberry lemonade. Good. A friend of mine came over and set 3 mouse traps. 1 worked, 2 didn't. And I thought that was the end of the mouse issues. But then last week, I went to go make me a pepperoni and cheese wrap. And I go open my bag of tortillas, and there was another. I probably explained this in the last commentary video. I mean, you know, had that Minecraft background. But I know there was like a little circle, you know, not half of a circle bite. And these packs of tortillas are 20 count mission tortillas. I know that's not an advertisement or a plug or anything like that. I'm just, you know, talking about brands that I like. Just like straight down, it looked like you just took 1 big bite and swallowed it whole. I mean, the bite marks were just perfect all the way around. So I had to throw that out. About a week ago or so, I ordered from Golden Corral through DoorDash. And, had a bag of 8 biscuits. Yesterday, I looked at this bag, and there was only 3 left. And mind you, I didn't even eat one of them biscuits, not one. So, anyway, the mouse was going to do me a favor with that one. I just never got around to eating them. When I placed the order, I didn't know the biscuit came with it, so that one slipped through the cracks there. But, so I told my landlord what's been going on. So yesterday, she goes to Lowe's. She bought these green blocks that are intended for mice to eat, and they're poisonous. So she explained to me on the phone after she came over and placed it. She said she's not sure how long it takes for the mice to die from it, but that's the thing, we have to figure out when it dies. Where is it going to be? See, one issue I have is that sometimes I have a trouble with the sense of smell. So, I mean, it is a physical issue that I have. Sometimes I can't smell things, and that's been going on for years, really. So, no, it's not a symptom of the illness that we have that's going on. I think not being able to taste food is one of the symptoms, but lack of smell, I don't think is one. But so when this mouse dies, I have to hope I can find it before it starts decomposing and leaving a really, really bad smell. And then what is that going to do? It's going to draw maggots, and sometimes maggots are hard to get rid of. So that's sad. But she explained to me that this block can kill up to 12 mice. I looked at it a little while ago. I gotta go to the bathroom, then decided to lay back down to get an extra hour and a half of sleep. I wanted to get up at 10. This was around 8 o'clock. And I noticed the block wasn't at the spot where I had it. And on top of it, just eat really shoot the crap out of that thing. And it's like, okay, he's definitely going to be dead before this day is over. But what I don't know is how long is it going to take for that, to kick in. And he died because it's not going to kill him instantly, unfortunately. Because, I took my landlord, dealing with this mice issue. I said, I told that mice, as if it were listening to me, if you're going to stay here, you need to help with the food and pay half of the rent. So, I don't think I might just gonna go along with that deal, but so it needs to go. So last night I was listening to a meeting on Zoom, and I went to go grab my medicine bottle to take my medication and pick up my drink, and across in the corner of my eye, I saw that mouse go zoom right into the bedroom. Now I haven't even used that bedroom since November. So I've rarely ever go in there. So I'm pretty sure he's got a nice hiding spot in there somewhere. And I do need to find that case. It's got a lot of droppings. Oh, what do you think about that? But my landlord had said she hadn't smelled anything stinking. So, but hopefully we can find that mice before it starts. Now, here's the best scenario that could happen. The mice ends up outside and dies there. That would be the best scenario for this. So that way, it's outside in the fresh air, not bringing a smell into the house. So we'll see. But that's been what's been going on with me. Been playing a lot of Minecraft. It's I play the game Egg Wars for many hours a day. Only because, like I said, I don't get out much, so, and sometimes there's nothing on TV most of the day, except about the the illness that's going on. But then when the George Floyd killing took place, it just seemed like the news of the illness took a back seat. It went to the back burner. Uh, I mean, don't get me wrong. It's probably good that we're hearing different types of news, but for the wrong reasons, for the wrong because of an unfortunate situation where George Floyd, who should not have died, that officer had his knee on his neck for 8 minutes and 46 seconds. That's a long time. Now, different states and communities have outright banned the chokehold. Our president signed a reform that basically somewhat bans the chokehold, but said it can only be used if the officer's life is in danger. Now, I will agree with the president on one thing. I don't think defunding the police department or dismantling them is going to work. We do need that. We do need that. We gotta have that. So I will agree with him on that. But everything else seems like whatever comes out of his mouth, it just seems to hurt me. But again, it's not a channel about politics. But I can make snippets of political points here and there. That's basically it. It's a little over 17 minutes now. So I'm going to go ahead and end the video there. By the way, today is Thursday, June 18th of 2020. Well, they'll see that, you see it at the bottom of across the screen here. I need to start mentioning the dates at the beginning of videos, as I've done in the past. This one just slipped my mind. So, anyway, I'll see you in the next video. Peace.